Was goody good? Was hood?
Game
I didn't
on.
really game yesterday, but it feels like I didn't game for way longer than that. I don't know why that is. But that is how I feel. So at some point I have to switch over to streaming on my laptop so I can do Ever Crisis. Normally I do it the other way, but I kind of forgot, oh, you know, I should probably be doing Ever Crisis. You guys will have to bear with me for that. I did do the, like, missions for that joint, but I'm gonna be real with you, Ever Crisis is kind of... I'm looking forward to this dirge thing, just to say I did it. I'm feeling like OG, I want OG back.
Carlisle Force, Mullen Company, fall in, face forward. Sult Ruins Special Survey Team. Roll call. Squad leaders, front and center.
Sergeant Nana, leader of the Bloody Rose Squad reporting.
Sergeant Saki, leader of the Lightning Star Squad. All men accounted for. Sergeant Neo, leader of the Desert Moon Squad. All men present.
Colonel Mullen will now address the troops before deployment. All soldiers, listen carefully.
Yes, Lieutenant.
My dear soldiers, our squad will now commence the final excavation of the Sult Ruins. Operation Yggdrasil is entering the final stage. Now we only have to find the last remaining piece.
I hate the way they say Yggdrasil.
These ruins are dangerous. You may even be risking your life. However, this is our time. You, the Honorable Carlisle Forces, will bring a great boon to humanity. Go! You, the elite of Carlisle, will open the door to the wisdom of the ancient Angelou civilization.
You know what I just realized? So this guy has a German name.
I am counting on every one of you.
Yes, sir.
These generals have Japanese names, and they're looking
Bloody
for
Rose Squad,
ancient
you take the east.
occult
Lightning Star Squad has
stuff.
the west. Desert Moon Squad, take the south. You have your assignments. We're counting on you. Good luck.
Yes, Lieutenant.
The time is 15:06 hours. All squads have begun operations.
Lean. You've also become quite an able aide-de-camp.
Huh? Oh, thank you, Herr Mullen.
Well, let's get to work ourselves. Let's go, Lean.
Yes, sir.
So at this juncture, I don't have to worry too much about missing treasures, but I'm also not gonna duck any fades. Most of the missable trophies are like early game based, so it's not that scary.
Alright, we won!
There's a couple like late game optional dungeons you can miss, but Since when have I ever ducked optional dungeons? I mean, I'm kind of doing it now with Nocturne, but that's mostly because I'm a stressed motherfucker. I like how if she misses one hit in her combo, she just kind of resumes it with the other guy if the combo dropped because one person died. Like, they could have easily made it so that there was no auto-targeting. So they're not gonna turn around ever. I wanna go to the top to get all that treasure. Oh damn, they hit stunned me. So this fight I had to use my head a little. Is there a block feature? Let me go check it out. Yeah, as I said before, Lean is Trill because of her name. They're drugging a woman because they don't like her because they're jealous of the attention she's getting from another dude. You know, when people talk about like pick-me's, like, those are the type of pick-me's I don't really fuck with. Do I want defense or... Those IP bars. I kind of like Justin as a speedster, even though he's not really as fast as Sue at the moment. And Sue has that long-range weapon. You drugged the dude you were trying to smash? That's... First off, these ladies are dumb as shit because they don't realize this circle of friends you have, you all are doing this to a girl you're jealous and territorial about, you know, because you're territorial for a dude, I mean. The other two people in your friend group know you like the same dude as them. If they find out you have an advantage, they're gonna do the same things to you. Only one target left.
All right, we won.
I don't remember where I was going. So we're not really getting that much in terms of bread. Does she really need to improve her movement set? Now she does. Figured why the fuck not. Let's improve her ability with her other weapons and shit. So I've been lifting weights again, starting yesterday, because I'm no longer so sick that I have to abstain from lifting. So these don't have support structures, you can actually fall off. Alright, so let's see how you work now. So for those of you who keep up with my IG, you might recognize this game from that meme I had where I was showing everyone a mop that I had that was standing on its own. Yeah, that ghetto meme from yesteryear. It's actually 10 years old now. Yeah, I was playing this game, so it was at like a level section of the game, not too far from here though. Yeah, if I can get to OG and Ever Crisis, just one of my favorite YouTubers is actually streaming, not streaming, but playing that gacha game Ever Crisis. I was a little surprised because he usually plays like better gacha games. Okay, they're crowding. Okay, so I don't have to just face tank attacks. I mean, it's kind of optional because I never really bothered to tank much. If I recall my last playthroughs, it's not that big of a deal. But yes, when I'm in a less stressful time, I will probably resume my playthrough of Nocturne just to get the true demon ending and knock down the last couple culprits. But right now, my body is really feeling the effects of all this like, stuff I'm dealing with. I would have been pissed. I feel like I missed out on so much treasure here that I don't want to go just yet. Oh, well, let me step in and then step out. See if maybe walking is gonna help me out. I should really go back to using my D-pad. That way I can just walk. So a lot of people weren't happy about the Lakers winning, but kind of losing the 30-point lead that they had. Not enough to actually like have them overtake them in scoring, but it was just like against a tanking like bottom team. After losing your winning streak, it's not really like good momentum. I mean, it's not the end of the world. I mean, the next couple teams that they're playing against, next two are kind of easy. But it's crazy. The Nuggets are catching up. They might overtake us as a third seed. I mean, as right now, ever since 2024, I've really become like a Lakers fan. I also got caught up with Black Clover. I thought I read the December chapters, but I guess I was so busy that I kind of screenshotted a false memory. I read those sets of chapters and now I'm, like everyone else, wondering when we're going to get a proper epilogue for this arc. I didn't know that it has the climax. I'm glad that it kind of came out later so I could check. more conveniently. I'll be honest with you guys, like, I like Black Clover a lot. It's weird, I think the anime is actually better than the manga. Not visually. Manga looks much better, like, you could tell that the artist has like a berserk influence. Because everything is so picturesque and highly detailed, but it's just that there's a lot more like character moments in the manga, like in the anime and stuff like that. Like, I'm much more invested into the black holes. Yeah, they're tropey as hell. Black Clover has like super one-dimensional ass characters. Like, they coast off that one note until they find the second note. I feel like, man, back in the day, I kind of really look forward to those moments with the characters. Other thing is, I thought that Black Clover was a lot more thematically interesting early on. It's like, by the time I'm looking at this like final arc, it does come across more as a victory lap than anything else. I feel like the arc that preceded it was a bit more insightful as like and one thing that I was kind of like interested in was finding out if Lucius is the father of Asa. Julius, really. I made the same mistake as the time before. I'm trying to treat this like a timed hits puzzle. I'm just reactivating it. So this takes me here. Okay, I get it now.
Welcome, he who holds the Spirit Stone. Welcome, he who holds the Spirit Stone, symbol of the promise between the humans and the spirits.
Who are you?
I am Liete of Elent. I have lived through and inherited the history of Angelou.
What? What's going on?
Ah! We're gonna fall!
Don't be scared. This is the land you live in, when seen from the height of the stars. Come, please tell me. What were you seeking when you opened the door?
Gee, you're, sort of putting me on the spot. Hey, how did you know that I have a Spirit Stone?
All power is born from the light of the Spirit Stone. Without it, the door of Angelou does not open.
But Angelou is just a mythical world.
It is no myth. The stone that you hold is the ancient symbol of the promise between the humans and spirits. Look. A world created by an eternal promise between the light of the spirits and the wings of the Icarians. This is the world of Angelou. The light of the Icarians and the grace of the spirits will not wane, lest all of the stars sparkling in the sky turn to embers. Ever since receiving the blessing of the spirits, the people unyoked themselves of the original restrictions and began to walk along the path of evolution. The light of the Icarians and that of the Spirit Stones are the symbols of peace in this world.
This looks like some return mythology. Like, you know those whack-ass memes from like 2020 to 2022? Where they'll play like a trap remix of You Didn't Have to Cut Me Off, Somebody I Used to Know by Gautier. His eyes are not smiling. I like how smizing is something that people in the 90s knew about. It's actually a very sensible plan. Now we're pincered out. Although I could try to fuck with him. Nah, let me not press my luck. Like I got a death wish or something. that's the trap Mullen told us about. We basically stun locked this guy to death.
Alright! Big win for us!
So I didn't get everything in that dungeon. But it's no big deal. No biggie, just smalls. So that Mullen dude is a psycho. He's kind of the same trope of character as Griffith, although not as... He doesn't seem to want his wings as much. She still wants them. I like how you don't have to cross the middle path once you've already finished the adventure there. So let me take a look at the next missable trophy for me to worry about. Okay, let me see. Excellent. Alright, cool. Let's see. I told you not to touch it. I made a post on Facebook one time that I decked motherfuckers the way R for deck DW. I hope I didn't accidentally give up the other weapon. Did I sell my axe? Let me find out I did some stupid shit like that. I'm just kind of going. Oh, okay. I see what I did wrong. Is there a way to return the title screen? Okay. got to do with bird poop on them. So we gotta go to the harbor to really... Let me check the save point. What a weird situation. I was gonna pull up to like apologize to the dude, but I'm getting a fucking silent treatment. His feelings got hurt. What a... I guess that dude is tweaking since I outsmarted him. Oh, this place is dark as fuck at night, even with the street lights on. The lights do not spread through the vicinity. This is a bum-ass ancient dude. I've said this before, and this is very relevant in politics, but some people are more terrified of a person that wishes, you know, a little bit of retribution to them than a person who just wishes great harm on them for no reason. Like, if I just want to confront you because you did something nasty to me or said something nasty to me, that's going to terrify some people more than if I just wanted to hurt someone grievously for no reason. I think this is another one of those guys. It's the shifty guys, because they're more scared of accountability than they are harm. It made it seem like this was a strip club. So this is the type of game where you want to talk to every NPC because some of them say interesting stuff. Even more so than like the Kiseki games. You ever like hear a story about like a family member and you realize, oh man, that motherfucker's a problem? So this is the next trophy to get. Alright, I didn't mean to do that. Yeah, the way like the next like dialogue prompt shows up without you having to hit a button to open up a box. Overdue booty, that's a terrible title for some shit like that. Ass kissing like that. What a... But yeah, that's the first of the 9 missable trophies that you have to worry about when trophy hunting. Let me take a look at this. Okay, so let's take a look at the train station. Where is that at? Blue Marlin Restaurant. So there's a rival restaurant. You know, it's nice that they have 2 eateries and like a bar. There was like a bird call that I was doing, making fun of the birds around my area, that made my lips tickle so much I can't do it anymore. That's actually very true. Like, there were a lot of people that I just didn't like when I was a kid, but because we were always at each other's throat, old people just thought that we were friends. And you know, as we grew up and then people realized, oh shit, no, they really didn't like each other. It wasn't like a, you know, frenemy thing. It was like these guys really had beef. That was a mindfuck for a lot of people. Okay, so that shows the nature of their conflict. It's a difference of opinion. I saw it at the train station not so long ago. Oh, okay, there it is. I remember when I took the train last time, they got these special, like, train police officers that they had to, like, check how I purchased a ticket. And of course I had to, like, confirm the device I used to purchase it, and some people really did hop, so they're kind of shit out of luck. Them train officers, well, they were bus officers because it was a bus. That uniform is. Oh, we're getting like all these new type of like polices that like. It's getting hard to like respond to people in fucking uniform because. It's like, I don't recognize that uniform. I don't recognize that uniform. Especially seeing that with like ICE kind of acting as security in airports now. The TSA workers aren't really getting paid due to a partial government shutdown that's going on at the moment. So it's interesting, like, people are now kind of cheering on for the TSA because times have changed so much that they've kind of lived long enough to become the baby faces. I knew a dude like this, like, he dropped his phone after he got hit by a car, and I followed him for like 2 blocks telling him, hey, you dropped your wallet and phone, and it wasn't until another woman, yelled for him that he realized I was calling for him specifically, and I wasn't just trying to bother him. And when I gave him his stuff, he was like, "You didn't try to like take any of the money?" I said, "No, that's a strong man." So these guys assume that this door or gate at the end of the world means that's actually like the true Rubicon of the world, and there's nothing after that. But you know damn well if there's a gate that exists, it's to kind of act as a barrier or threshold from one place to another. So I gotta be very careful with how I shop in this game. I'm already running into like an inventory micromanagement issue. Damn, this spider is fucking Stu up. This one TikToker I know is uploading a lot of content. It's a okay, whatever. You know, after all this time on like YouTube Shorts and Instagram Reels, I realized like short form video content, unless you're trying to get money out of it, it's so radically different because I follow this lady because of that one time she got into a car accident. And now I'm just thinking about it, and she's really just uploading like normal day in the life type stuff. And her 15 minutes of fame, they're kind of over and done with. Great timing. Okay, so we're slowly getting a little bit more money out of these encounters. That's good. Yeah, she does.
That was close.
Let me make my way back down. I really don't know what the exit for the shitty guys. What is this? Let's see. I was hoping to like finesse it, but Sue was stun locked like crazy.
We're in trouble! Retreat!
Okay, so I ducked a fade. I knew that dead end was a trap, but anyway, really do not know how to get out of this place. Alright. So the man is trying to show me the ropes of what it means to be an adventurer by putting me through this like physical trial. I mean, up until now, like, Justin really just went to the Sult Ruins. And that place was largely like easy to deal with because I assume the soldiers largely contained the nastier monsters, and it just wasn't as populous with deadly critters. How annoying. Okay. We got no SP. You just kind of hit from the back.
Face slash!
Lay his ass to death. Tank that shit. Man, I love this. It's like I'm playing a Kiseki game. Because they would have easily done something like this sequence right here. Any other JRPG, they would have kind of done like an F and V, which, you know, that's cool. But every now and then it's nice to see someone using the in-engine stuff to make something exciting. Just use what they have and see how far they can go with it. I hope that other stuff isn't skeet, because otherwise I will knock your ass out. I don't think this guy's gonna live long enough to be able to do any of that. Okay, so he's like, leave that youngin' behind. That shows that there's a responsible side to Destiny. This is some bullshit, man. Alright, so let me take a look at the next set of missable trophies. See something? Yeah, that has to be like a hard thing. When your 14-year-old boy is leaving the nest to go off on an adventure. This is one of those things that, like, I'm thinking about Kingdom Hearts for a moment.
Father?
You never really get moments where,
I
like...
couldn't tell Mom after all. Father and grandfather too.
Like, we hear Sora's mom one time, and we know that he has a father, at least when he was a kid.
Thanks to your spirit stone, Father. The stone told me that Angelou isn't a myth. It's on the new continent. Now I know. You must have felt like this on the morning of your first adventure, too. Father, do you think I can really be like you? Everyone that Mom tells me about was much stronger, and much braver than me. Much more like an adventurer. You're right. This is nothing like me at all. Right, Father?
One thing about like the tech of this setting is that it's like the first couple Kiseki games, you know, Sky games before Crossbow revealed how modernized everything really is.
Goodbye, Mom. I'm going.
It would have been nice to see like scenes where like maybe Sora like trying to let his parents know, hey yo, I'm not gonna be here for a while, or I'm back. Just so that we can get these kind of emotional moments, and then when Sora is reunited with them, it feels a little bit more impactful. Especially if they just forgot he existed for many months, bordering on a year. They don't even need to be like, you know, big characters that have as much screen time as like Kairi or Riku or anything of that nature. Just like one or two scenes just to kind of establish moments like this would have been nice. But I could see how Kondo might have looked at something like this and thought, hey, you know what? This would be the perfect setting for like a world I want to make. You know, seeing, let's say, Sora's parents getting emotional about, oh man, I'm finally, we're partying with our kid or reuniting with our kid. I feel like not having those moments, yeah, it probably helped with the pacing, but it also meant that the setting felt a little hollow. Sora as a character is kind of in a bubble where early on you don't really see him outside the context of his friendship with Riku and Kairi, and yeah, I get that those are significantly more important for the themes of Kingdom Hearts, you know, these characters that are holding on to their friendships as hard as they can. There's a couple of missable trophies that I can start thinking about presently. I get that in fiction that people like to not write in parents because parents kind of keep you in the nest narratively, especially if you're potentially facing all this danger. But like, that was a good moment writing-wise, and seeing Justin have a little bit of doubt and maturity. That they, maybe I should do what's right by Sue and not have her along because she's too little. Let me take a look at... Try that other door. I used to hate working in places like that. My body would get so hot so quickly, especially walking up and down the steps. Normally I never feel heat, even if I'm touching scalding hot water, but doing that type of shit, that'll heat you up quickly. So there's an NPC that I have to find around here. Yeah, it's in this room. Is it this man? Oh, okay, I see how it is. I'm gonna prioritize movement with Justin. So yeah, this is the section of the game where I dealt with broom that was standing up on its own that became a meme on IG. So Okage and... Okay, I didn't upload the one for Okage. Let me see if it's on my old phone. The white one. I'll upload it on IG one day. No, not into the pit, it burned. Yeah, this guy is tweaking. Alright, well, let's go speak to the captain then. Your son is a little chopped then. RIP to him. Looks like, damn, that guy looks cute. I see you, Justin. Captain Zesty. I was worried I wouldn't be able to save. Whew, barely. I got that trophy, but that was a clutch performance. Skip Bayless would be happy. Would say I have the clutch gene activated. Okay, that time I did even better. Alright, cool. Making a little bit of money. Ah, man, you know what I love about them PS1 classic RPGs, man? Just these boat arcs. Because there's always some bullshit that happens in them, but it's nothing quite like it. You know, I probably never gave a shit about that mini game back in the day because, you know, I wasn't trophy chasing when I was playing this on PS3. What's that smack noise?
I'm home. You all haven't changed a bit.
Yo, Feena! Yo there! Welcome home, Feena. Boy, I missed you. How you been?
I'm doing great. And the treasure, as you can see, it's just perfect.
Feena! You've outdone yourself again. I'm so happy to see your smiling face.
Long time no see, Captain. You look well, too.
Feena, I thought I'd never see the golden legacy of the legendary pirate warrant with my own 2 eyes.
Isn't it great? To tell the truth, I had a bit of trouble. It was one trap after another. Whoever set them sure had a bad attitude. They might catch some bumbling adventurer, but they can't catch me. At the very end, though, I thought I was done for when I had these giant boulders on my tail, but I quickly found a cave in the side and jumped in.
Hang on. Let's not waste a good story. Let's go sit down. You can take your time and tell me about your adventure down below. I'll have the men carry your treasure.
Okay, Captain. Can you guys take care of this stuff?
Apparently that's how Chris Rock felt after interacting with Brianna for a bit. I hate speaking to people like this. You ever like speak to a motherfucker where the conversation is like really casual, and then all of a sudden they go quiet and then they start speaking seriously, and then the topic is not that serious? Now in her case it's probably because she knows there's a ghost shit, but a lot of the times I know people who do this shit for no fucking reason. You have a conversation with them and then all of a sudden things shift. They start addressing you and they're like, okay, I want you to wash the dishes. Okay, really now? Whole time I was thinking it's like, oh, I'm about to hear some serious shit like, I hear sounds, there's someone in this house that I don't know, or some bullshit like that. Nah, I think it's the people that just really like to be dramatic in order to pull at people. Interesting. So when's FMV mode? Is that a new FMV? Well, I just realized this game is in 16:9 now. Okay, let's go check egg. The most important missable trophy in this game. Okay. So the next missable trophy I have to think about requires collecting 18 items. So it's gonna take throughout the course of the game. Man, he's making the One Piece expressions, but less obnoxious. So this is the thing. She's effectively treating Justin and Sue the way Justin treated Sue, being like, "Ah, you're a low-ass kid. You get your stay your ass in the crib." The thing is, Justin was trying to just be responsible, whereas this lady, she's just kind of being presumptuous. Like, ah man, these guys are fucking greenhorns. His knees are fucking crazy. Yeah, every line with her is just, you know, arrogant as fuck. You know, type of people that, like, they gotta act like everything you're doing is all wrong. Okay, so this next one isn't missable. That happened to me before, but instead of getting slapped, it was like, she just kind of grilled me for a moment. A ghost pantry. So, I think I'll play this game for one more hour and then switch over to Ever Crisis. Because I want to get started on that game. Finish it off too. And
Not bad, eh?
Pretty easy, right, Puppy?
Look out, Justin!
that reminds me, the burn I sustained that lasted for a couple months is finally gone.
finish.
That's not good. Okay, so that ghost's ability to like phase through actually canceled out Justin's attacks because he just whiffed both of them. So that doesn't happen if like I finish off a boss and auto targeting kicks in, but it does kick in for other things. Okay, so we're getting stun locked now. Let's get rid of this motherfucker. Just clean up the act a little bit. Take advantage if I do the long range.
Not bad,
Okay.
eh?
Let's train up the other weapon. It's like a sea kraken. Okay, I'm getting killed. Alright, let me... Damn. I got stun locked. Damn.
Oh no! We're not gonna make it!
So let's see. I'm trying to check something out real quick. Ah, fuck, man. Like, I didn't get all the items. That was shitty. There's something I want to, like, look for real quick. I want to get back to the main ship as well. Because there's, like... I want to see if I can switch to having her use a knife. I want to level up my mace a little bit. So let's kind of go hard off the jump.
Now I'm really angry. Face slash.
Okay, so if I use a puffy kick, then I can't really... Oh, hell no. Why was Sue, like, so behind in turns? Moves and magic, use rah-rah. Whew. If I heal around, I'm just gonna get turn mobbed to death.
Oh no! We're not gonna...
So I gotta really think about this. I don't want to give up my axe and use a sword. Even though that's not really the problem here. First things first, let me get this dialogue going. Okay, I'll save just so that I don't have to get that dialogue prompt again. You know what, maybe it's better if I just level up the axe over here and then I use the sword. This is not a boss I'm going to be able to just fight with reservations. I gotta really, like, go as hard as I can. Okay. That didn't cancel his hit, that's good. Per hit. Let's look at... Okay, I know what I have to do now. My offensive bag is not that big, but this is really a crowd control fight. Okay, Justin, I'm gonna need you to get your turn immediately. You're gonna treat this fight like it's Final Fantasy VII.
Now I'm really angry.
I'm gonna need this to actually do what it's claiming to do. Uh-oh.
Now I'm really angry.
Let's get Rara in.
Come on, puppy! Let's go! Here we go! V-slash!
Okay, now things are getting a little dangerous, so I gotta... Oh, wow. Come on. Get your ass back. Whew, that was the move. That is really bad. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna need you to go crazy now. Item. Shit is getting tense. Okay, let's see. We're too bunched up, man. Like, yo. Oh. There goes that attempt. Now, mind you, when I played this game last time, I actually like cooked this guy's ass, no difficulty. Let me think about this. Damn. Let me see. Let me try to get my mace leveled up. That way I have no reservations about switching over to the axe. To the sword, I mean.
What a cinch!
Ghostoid. That's actually a terrible fucking name. That sounds like something a Twitter user would use to describe, like, ghosts in a derogatory manner.
What a cinch!
Pretty easy, right, Puppy? What a cinch!
That was kind of cheap, but whatever. They try to get just in one level. I know it's not going to mean too much, but at this juncture, a little bit of HP could do dividends. Oh, man. How do you get enemies to respawn besides loading up the game? Okay. Okay,
Now I'm really angry.
let me... Ooh.
Face slash. Now I'm really angry.
That howl move is